And it all starts right here. This anchors you here. No salesman, no advertisement, no guy on a cell phone, no tweets. Right here is what decides it all.
The story of Gamble Sands is the Gamble and the Gebbers families. It's cherries, apples, cows, community, and eventually, it's a lot of golf and an unforgettable experience. Like most good golf stories, they start in the late 1800s. But before we get to all of that, and the golf at Gamble Sands, we track Dan Gamble, who backpacked to central Washington from Nova Scotia. His goal was mining, but after he arrived, he pivoted into the timber industry and started a sawmill.
And they ran that sawmill till about World War II, and then they moved it to town. And he had the steamboat landing on the Columbia River and a hotel there, and he dismantled the Butler Hotel in Seattle and shipped it all to Brewster and reassembled it and made the Gamble Hotel.
Dan Gamble had a daughter, Martha, who in 1889 was the first non-native born in the town of Brewster.
And the local tribe, the Long Jim family, actually chewed her little baby suit out of deerskin. And we had it forever, for decades, and my dad finally donated it to the University of Washington.
If Dan Gamble was the backpacking pioneer who starts this story, it's Martha who puts the family legacy on her back and carries it through some hard times.
She was a woman in a man's world, really. And she would trade lumber to people in the Columbia Basin for feed for her cattle herd, and trade apples. They went every winter down to LA and Las Vegas in the 30s. My dad was a little kid, and they would peddle apples on the corner to make ends meet. And just haul a 2-ton truck full of apples down there and sell them through the winter. And so they traded and bartered for everything through the Depression, but she never filed bankruptcy. And so we have big shoes to fill, to scratch the gravel that hard to have the company survive and the family name survive.
So that's the first 2 generations here. And what comes next is just more ambition and hard work.
I mean, my mom immigrated out here from Arkansas. I mean, we're all Arkies, and she knew how to work. And she came out here, she was about 13. Half her brothers and sisters didn't even have shoes on their feet. And they went to work in the orchards, and she met my dad. They married pretty young. And he got a lot of credit over the years. I mean, he brought the first Granny Smith into the country with Grady Oval. That's the green apple. I mean, it didn't exist in the U.S. Pioneer of the green apple. First pre-sizer, the Lapin cherry has revolutionized our cherry industry. And he got a lot of accolades and stuff. I'm telling you, my mom is the guts of our family. My dad always recognized that. We got our athleticism and you never quit in the fourth quarter attitude from her. She was a fighter and a battler and a hard worker. My dad never fired a guy in his life. My mom had to fire the guys that bruised the apples. And she got us out of bed every morning and went and changed sprinklers when we were kids. And it was her strong Christian faith that's the foundation of our family.
Cass's father, Dan Gebbers, the inspiration for the name the Danny Boy Apple, died in 2014. But Reba, his wife, Cass's mom, is still alive today.
She's 91. I took her up putting salt out in the cows in a Ranger, covered her up with a blanket, and we were out 4 hours in the mountains the other day, and she loved it. I mean, we were everywhere up there. She said, man, it's been 20 years since I was in this spot. I never thought I'd see it again. Here she is at 91 out in the mountains looking after the cows. So it was a lot of fun that day.
I'm certainly having fun herding cattle with Cass and the family, but throughout the ride, he made it clear the life of a farmer is never easy.
This fruit industry is a tough row to hoe. I mean, it's feast or famine. I mean, the cow deal has vicious cycles. And you just got to knuckle down, bear down, and survive the bad times. And because this is what we like to do. I mean, we love doing what we do. I mean, today, that really wasn't like work, man. This is what we do every day. And I get to go do it with my son and my grandkids and my daughter, granddaughters. I mean, how can life be any better than that? That's what you do. That's all I know.
Next up, as we move this story and the herd along, it's a deeper dive into the orchards, the connection to the community, the land, and then the concept of golf.